Last week we checked out developments to Newland's new medical centre that was once the Potter's Wheel Tavern. This week we step back in time and talk to the two characters that ran the pub and what it meant to them.
First time I went there for work was late '79. Then about March '80 I went down there for 3 days and I finished up staying 13 odd years. So I had a good inn of the Potter's Wheel. 99.9% of the people down there were real good people. We had our ups and downs, but that happens everywhere. I then sort of became a meeting place for the majority of people around the area, and they came from all walks of life and all over the place really, because we had good entertainment and everything there for all areas of the tavern. After a couple of years being down there, I think I had good respect from all the gangs and all the different people down there, and at times I could go into the public bar, jump up in the pool, whistle, and you could hear a penny drop, and I would say what I wanted to say, and a lot of them would clap, some would boo because they didn't like what I had to say, but all in all, I think I had good respect for the simple reason that sometimes after work you'd be a marriage counsellor, you would look after the kids for them, you would help them when they got into strife with different things, and publican has got to be everything. I think the Potter's Wheel, it's going to take years before that actually dies down, because it was a real community group meeting place. When it closed, it really hurt me. It broke my heart really, because I think it was a beautiful pub, and there was that many beautiful people there.
Well, it's been pretty rugged in there. A few places, there's been a few brawls. Bottles been smashed over people. But it looks a lot better now since they cut all that out. Cut the garden bar out. It's a big change. Good paint job on it.
Well, I was there for 19 and a half years. It was a good meeting place for people. All sorts of people from all sorts of walks of life turned up there. It was the in place to be. We had all sorts of functions. We catered for all sorts of people. We had breakdancing competitions for little kids. People that had drunk there liked the place and held weddings there. We had after functions for funerals. We had all sorts of bands. We ran lots and lots of different talent quests, karaoke talent quests. Lots of well-known entertainers now sort of started off there in their early days and spread their wings from the Potter's Wheel. It was quite unique, and it was just all exposed beams and the brickwork, because it had come from the brickworks in Newland. It was sort of belonged to the area. There were some pretty colourful people down there, people from all walks of life. If you let them know straight from the start that you were boss, and just because of the fact that you're a female, they weren't going to overrule what you said, and they weren't going to get away with things. When you've worked somewhere for nearly 20 years, you meet a lot of people, you make a lot of friends, and a lot of those people you tend to have daily contact with or weekly contact, and then all of a sudden that's gone, and it's a big part of your life that's missing. I know there is life after Potter's Wheel, but it was a big part of my life. I mean, I'd been there for such a long time, half of my life. And I know the trends now are sort of to go with little smaller bar areas and that, and hopefully when that's established it might bring something back to Newland, but there definitely is a part of Newland that's never going to be replaced. But in its day, it was the place to be. Like, if you didn't go to the Potter's Wheel, it was, you were missing out on a lot of things.